the greatest films that has touched 2026 after Obsession, because come on, it's an indie film that made like 400 million, starting with what was the budget again, like 700 or something, and it made like a lot more than 700,000. But yeah, Spider-Man Brand New Day, if you haven't watched it, I recommend you watching it and have a decent and amazing experience watching it, because French kiss. All I can say, it's a solid 8 out of 10. And the reason why I'd give it an 8 out of 10 is because, it's putting a lot of, and I mean a lot of storylines within a Spider-Man movie. And it's trying to be like a setup for like the future X-Men films that are gonna be starting in the MCU. Whereas you could have done it like somewhere else, because you didn't necessarily have to involve the X-Men within a Spider-Man movie. So I have like mixed reactions, but Punisher, the Hulk, good add-ons. Spider-Man going through his own evolution or metamorphosis, you know, metamorphosis, metamorphosis, and him getting like organic webs and whatnot, and him, tweaking out, going, ape shit against, the lizard for some reason, and also fighting their leagues of assassins. But overall, I'd say it again is a solid 8 out of 10 movie. The only problem is they added too much storylines within the film. But it's neither here or there. But today, I'm just gonna be talking about, the slander that, like not Peter Parker, Tom Holland has been getting. Not like slander is in like negative that is gonna ruin his career and whatnot. I'm gonna say like slander which is like comedic and, lighthearted. For example, bro is hot, like slanders where, they're comparing the two characters in, not in like power skating, no, 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 just everyday situations. Like, for example, and for some unknown reason, we literally have a video of Tom Holland. Like, come on, bro, can't even flipping sleep or wake. Like, he's literally wearing glasses, and you're saying glasses maxing. It doesn't make any flipping sense, okay? But it's, yet again, comedic. I love that type of, jokes and whatever. And on the internet, I've seen, like, a lot of people taking it, too hard, instead of it being, like, a light-hearted joke, because it's not that serious, because, come on, bro. Like, sleep maxing, come on, bro. It's not that serious. If you have a problem with, people come like making jokes about it, I think you need to, just scroll past it. It's not that deep. But the people that I like, who actually introduced me to that type of content is Clutch from, TikTok. If I placed his name, whatever, he's a funny guy, not gonna lie. Because oh my god, like this guy is literally a genius. It's literally, he's going down to all the Spider-Man movies and seeing minute details of different aspects and comparing the two and being like, yeah, I can definitely make slander about this, which is very, very comedic, and I actually like that type of, content, because it's actually entertaining for people to actually watch and actually like have fun in it. And then people are adding more to the flipping, should I say fire to the flame, whereas it's not that, controversial or whatever, because it's just literally jokes and lighthearted, laughs and whatnot. But I like the comment section too, because it actually depicts, people actually having joy and uh glad to watch the films, rather than it being like a competitive, like Toby better, Tom better, Andrew Garfield, Polyester Man better. And yeah, I've seen like the comment, denominator about, the films is like they keep on like trying to critique, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and call him nostalgia man, which doesn't make any flipping sense. Because oh my god, like I understand that you want to, defend Tom Holland, but you have to have better, arguments instead of just saying nostalgia man. Because if you're somebody who grew up watching, Tobey Maguire films and Andrew Garfield films, you say that, hey, Tom Holland has this. You have to actually give like factual, you know, arguments to have, instead of just saying like nostalgia man. It's nostalgia man. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and it's like literally ruining your argument and making you look like a dumbass, because you have to actually have valid critiques and valid, like reasoning to debate somebody, because you can't just go and debate and be like, this man cares about, peak writing, or this guy cares about, good times. He cares about the good things. He doesn't care about, or hype moments, bro. Like, listen, if you ever come to a debate where it's Toby versus Tom, you have to actually have debates where, hey, Tom Holland has, technology. He has like people backing him up. He has like the whole Marvel universe to help and support him, and he's not alone in everything. And that's the good thing, that Spider-Man has to realize that he's not alone in all of things, and that's where, Tom Holland shines. That he has people like not like solid foundation, since Ed May died and all his friends lost his memories, and he's literally like nobody knows who Peter Parker is. But you could, frame it in that type of light, like Tom Holland is literally like a person who shows the aspects of Spider-Man, but he's not like neglecting the other aspects of being Spider-Man. And that's the main thing. If you want to go on the internet and argue and defend Tom Holland Spider-Man, when you see like people compare him to Toby and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, you have to realize that, hey, you actually have to have like a civil debate, instead of just saying random words to just get some likes and clicks, and then people forget what you say and don't hold your literal argument to weight and whatever. And that's all I wanted to say. Don't hate on any Spider-Man. They're all equally valid and amazing in their part of playing Spider-Man. And don't hate on anybody who actually likes a specific Spider-Man. We all come to agreement. We all agree to disagree on who's the better Spider-Man, and we all agree that it's Tobey Maguire. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Like, comment, subscribe, and this is Matt signing out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I just wanna know if you're everything that I've been looking for. Yeah, looking for. Yeah.